You are very welcome to day 3 of this Yin Yoga Bedtime Challenge, where we're meeting here on the mat every day for 30 days. This challenge will help you to relax, unwind, and stretch a little bit more this month. For this routine, we will be doing cow face arms for 2 minutes on each side. So if you have a strap or a belt or anything at all that resembles a strap, keep that nearby. You also might be using your yoga blocks today, so have them nearby if you do have yoga blocks at home. If you don't have any props, don't worry, you can still do all of these poses just fine. We're going to start today with dragon pose, so you can make your way towards all fours. When you're there, step your right foot forward in between your hands. You might walk your back knee back a little bit to go deeper into this pose. And your back toes can be on the mat, or you can have the top of your back foot on the mat. If you do have yoga blocks, you might rest your hands onto your blocks. And if not, just place them either side of your foot. We'll hold here for 3 minutes in total. So feeling that stretch within your groin, within your hip flexor and your quad on the left side of your body. Find your breath. Observe how you feel. You're welcome to stay here, but if you do want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, having your foot on a diagonal so your toes are pointing away from you. And if your body is inviting you to go to your next edge, then you might be able to bring your forearms down onto your yoga blocks or maybe even down onto the mat. But remember, it's important to only ever go to 80% of your capacity. Even if you can come into the full version of a yin yoga pose, it's always best to hold back 20%. So wherever you are, feel free to wiggle and fidget and adjust, but then try your best to commit to stillness. Find the silence within yourself. Observe the sensations. Observe your breath. And then I'll let you know when it's time to come back. We'll release dragon pose now by stepping back into downward facing dog. So if you're using blocks, you can place them at the top of your mat. Curl your toes, your back toes, and then lift your back knee. From here, you can step that right foot back. Drop your head towards the mat. push yourself away from your hands so you can stretch your spine and stretch the backs of your legs. Imagine you're trying to press your heels down, and then keep a slight bend in your knees as you point your tailbone up towards the sky. Take a big breath or two here in downward facing dog. Now drop both knees back down onto your mat and come to sit in a cross-legged position with your right foot in front. And from here we'll come into an easy pose fold. So we want to make sure that our pelvis is rotating forward rather than backwards. So take a moment to find your seat bones and to press everything slightly forward. If you need to sit up on a cushion or a yoga block, please feel free to do that. And then we're starting to walk our hands slowly away from us, maybe only to about 80%, maybe lower, and then drop your head down. You might be starting to feel that stretching sensation within your right glute, maybe along your spine and your lower back. So allow those sensations to be your anchor as we hold here for the next 3 minutes. Your breath and gravity will do all of the work. And with time, your body might open up a little bit, and it might invite you to explore the next edge. And then if it does, maybe you can walk your hands a little bit further away from you. Drop your head a little more and sink a little bit deeper into this pose. You can start to slowly press yourself back up. Once you're there, straightening up your spine again, opening your shoulders back and down, and just pausing to feel whatever you feel. Let's repeat dragon pose on the opposite side now. So you can make your way back into the position. This time your left foot is forward. Maybe first just having it in between your hands or in between your blocks. Walk your right knee back slightly if it feels good to go deeper into the pose. And then pause here for a moment. If you're being invited to go deeper, you can walk your left foot to the outside of your left hand. You can prepare to step back into downward facing dog. There's no rush to get there. When you are there, have your feet about hip width distance apart. Heels are pressing down. Knees can stay bent. Tailbone points up. Head drops, so maybe the ears are in line with your biceps. Fingers are spread wide apart, and keep pressing yourself away from your hands. Stretching all through the back of your body. Keep pressing those heels down. Take 1 or 2 big breaths. And then if you need to, you might paddle your feet or sway your hips from side to side to help release dragon pose. From here, drop both knees back down onto your mat. And then come to sit cross-legged again. This time your left leg is in front. Pelvis is rotating forward. Walk your hands away. Drop your head. Say hello to your left glute. Start to explore all of those sensations. Find your breath. Once again, gravity and your breath will do all of the work. All you have to do is commit to stillness within your body, silence within your mind as best you can. You can make your way back to an upright position, moving super slowly, and then finding a seated pose for a few breaths. Your shoulders and upper back have been curling forward a lot this evening, so take a moment to press your shoulders back and down. Straighten your spine as best you can so you're sitting tall and proud. Find your center and stay there for a moment or two. You can open your eyes if they're closed. We'll release those poses with some windshield wipers. So you can lean far back on your hands to help to open up your shoulders and your chest. Feet are hip width distance apart, and then drop the knees slowly from side to side. And feel free to pause at any point if that feels good for the body. Once you feel like you've released most of the pose, you can find whatever seat is most comfortable for you. We'll be doing cow face arms now, so sitting here for about 4 or 5 minutes. You can of course use yoga blocks or cushions to sit on. If you have your strap, you can place it over one of your shoulders now. And once you're sitting comfortably and relatively tall, you can reach your left arm out in front of you. Push it away, bring it all the way back behind you until it won't go back anymore, and then turn your thumb down. Bend your elbow and come to hold your strap somewhere along your spine, trying to have that left hand as far up your spine as is comfortable and sustainable for you. Then your right arm reaches up, bend your elbow and find your strap somewhere along your spine. Point your top elbow up, and then from here you might be able to walk your hands a little bit closer together. And if you don't have a strap, just try to reach your hands towards each other. Holding here for 2 minutes. Remember to stay at your appropriate edge. Keep your spine tall, your top elbow pointing up. Find your breath. And just allow the pose to gently open up your shoulders, your chest, your upper back. All you have to do here is breathe. Commit to stillness and commit to silence within your mind as best you can. As you're ready, you can release your grip from the strap. Bring both hands back down. And just feel the echo of the pose within your shoulders. We'll repeat on the opposite side, reaching your right arm out, pushing it away, bringing the hand all the way back and turning your thumb down. Bending your elbow to find your strap. Reach your left arm up, bend the elbow and find your strap. Maybe walking your hands a little closer together. Point your top elbow up, straighten your spine and settle into the pose as best you can for the next 2 minutes. And then I'll let you know when it's time to release. you can unravel, slowly coming back down, removing your strap for now. Taking a moment of stillness to observe everything that's happening within your body. You might feel called to release your neck here, just gently stretching it from side to side, or maybe circling off your shoulders. Or you might feel that the stillness is serving you a bit better here. Either way, take a moment to do whatever you need to do. Now we'll release with a gentle twist for the spine, so you can bring your right hand in behind you. Left hand can come to the right knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to slowly twist. So maybe you can look back over that right shoulder. Just taking a few breaths here. We'll repeat on the opposite side. Left hand coming behind you, right hand coming to the left knee. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to corkscrew. And you can come back to center. I'd encourage you strongly to click into this video if you can, to take 10 more minutes in corpse pose or shavasana pose and do a guided relaxation just to help your body absorb all the benefits of these poses and to help you to unwind and relax that a little bit deeper. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and leave me a comment below so I know that you have completed day 3 of this challenge. I'll see you again here on the mat for day 4, but until then, take good care of yourself. Good night and goodbye.